WWE's summer spectacle erupted like never before as SummerSlam 2025 took over MetLife Stadium with a weekend packed full of action, surprises, and unforgettable moments. From championship gold changing hands to betrayals and emotional triumphs, Night 1 didn't just set the tone, it shattered expectations. The night opened with a fiery tag team clash as Roman Reigns and Jey Uso took on Bron Breakker and Bronson Reed. The atmosphere was electric as Uso entered through the crowd, hyping up the WWE Universe with his signature, Yeet. Reigns looked focused, walking tall despite the brewing storm between him and Breakker. All four wasted no time bringing the fight, with Reed and Breakker displaying their raw power. Breakker's speed and agility caught Reigns off guard, but the tribal chief and his bloodline brother showed why they're still the ones to acknowledge. After a brutal back and forth that spilled outside the ring, Reigns took a spear meant for Uso, and it proved to be the turning point. Uso capitalized, hitting the splash on Reed and pinning him clean in the middle of the ring. The bloodline stood tall once again, leaving fans roaring. Things got personal fast in the celebrity clash featuring Randy Orton and Jelly Roll against Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul. Logan wasted no time hitting a cheap shot before the bell even rang. Jelly Roll tagged himself in, wanting a piece of Paul. He got some early offense in, but McIntyre and Paul used their experience to isolate and punish him. Orton brought the momentum back with a double slam through the announce table, but McIntyre delivered a claymore that flipped the tides. Paul soared off the turnbuckle to drive Jelly Roll through a table in a brutal high spot. Medics checked on him, but the musician refused to stay down. He returned, choke-slamming Paul and showing serious grit. But a wild closing sequence saw Paul dive again, pinning Jelly Roll for the win. Despite the loss, Jelly Roll earned respect in a gutsy debut that left the crowd impressed. Sami Zayn and Karrion Kross picked up where their psychological war left off. Kross, flanked by Scarlett, tried every trick in the book to push Zayn over the edge. He nearly succeeded, with Scarlett handing Zayn a steel pipe in a twisted mind game. But Zayn refused to cheat, throwing the weapon away. He countered Kross' desperation roll-up and delivered a hell of a kick to score the pin. It wasn't about the win, but about Zayn staying true to himself. Kross failed to corrupt him, ending what felt like a dragged-out feud with an underwhelming final chapter. The women's tag team division saw drama reach new heights when Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez defended their titles against Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair. The champions struck fast, targeting Flair and preventing early momentum for the challengers. Bliss struggled, finally tagging Flair, who brought signature chops and a moonsault to the fight. Perez and Rodriguez nearly retained, but a miscommunication saw Bliss accidentally hit Flair. The tension peaked when Flair teased turning on Bliss but instead kicked Rodriguez. Bliss landed Sister Abigail on Perez and the unlikely duo became champions. The crowd exploded as Flair and Bliss hugged, cementing their odd but captivating alliance. The night's biggest surprise came in the main event. CM Punk challenged Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship, a match years in the making. The two warriors took a measured approach, but Gunther's brutal chops wore down Punk over time. Punk refused to give in, even as Gunther bled profusely after a nasty fall on the announce table. The match intensified. Punk fought through exhaustion, hit a flying elbow, and delivered a go-to-sleep that nearly finished it. A final blow sealed the win, and Punk became World Heavyweight Champion for the first time in over a decade. But the celebration was short-lived. As confetti fell, Seth Rollins hobbled to the ring in a brace and on crutches, only to reveal he was never injured. Tossing aside the crutches, Rollins struck Punk with the Money in the Bank briefcase. The crowd gasped. Rollins cashed in, stomped Punk into the mat, and pinned him in seconds. Just like that, Rollins walked out of SummerSlam the new World Heavyweight Champion. The WWE Universe had been duped all along. Rollins' injury was a ruse, and the fake-out will go down as one of the most cunning moments in modern WWE history. The moment Punk finally reached the mountaintop again was torn away, leaving fans stunned and furious in equal measure. In the women's title match, Tiffany Stratton defended her gold against Jade Cargill in a fast-paced contest that sadly felt rushed. Cargill came out aggressive, but a few key mistakes let Stratton back in. Despite landing jaded, a miscalculated pin attempt gave Stratton time to recover. She capitalized with her prettiest moonsault ever and retained. The match failed to live up to its potential, disappointing fans hoping for a breakout performance from Cargill. The feud could continue, but the rushed pacing left fans wanting more. Elsewhere, Sami Zayn's moral compass was tested and stayed intact. Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss proved chaos can breed gold, and Jelly Roll stepped into the ring with heart and took a loss that earned him praise. Even in a night stacked with action, one of the most emotional moments was the tribute to Hulk Hogan, who passed away at 71 just days before the event. The WWE Universe paid their respects to one of the most iconic figures in wrestling history. His son Nick Hogan was in attendance, as the crowd honored the Hulkster's legacy. Cardi B brought her energy as host, hyping the crowd and keeping the energy alive between matches. Comedian Druski added flair in the opening promo, setting the tone for what would be a monumental weekend. Over 53,000 fans packed MetLife Stadium for Night 1 alone, making it clear that the two-night SummerSlam format was a hit. Night 2 promises more chaos, but the bar has been set. Whether through heartbreak or triumph, Night 1 delivered, and WWE's Summer Party is only just getting started.